In the icy stadium of Vancouver, where the breath of thousands of spectators was visible in the cold air, Sven Kramer prepared for the race of his life, the Olympic 10,000 meters. His eyes were determined, his muscles tense as steel cables. This race could be the crown jewel of an impeccable career, but it went terribly wrong. This is the story of a champion's quest for Olympic glory and the coach's critical error that changed everything.
It's a sport.
Sven Kramer is one of the greatest skaters to ever hit the ice.
Sven Kramer.
Sven Kramer.
Goud, Olympisch goud.
He's got that championship quality.
Kramer, genoeg alsjeblieft.
What a legend.
Winning 61 medals at World Championships, European Championships, and the Olympic Games. But the medal he never won was the Olympic gold medal in the 10,000 meters. In 2010, all lights were green in Vancouver. The conditions were perfect. The ice was smooth, the air was clear, and the atmosphere was electric. As a disciplined athlete, Sven seemed to have everything under control, ready to beat the competition and make history. The race began, and Sven flew over the ice like an arrow from a bow. His strokes were powerful and precise, his breathing rhythmic. The laps flew by as he steadily increased his lead. It seemed like nothing could stop him on his way to victory. His coach, Gerard Kemkers, stood on the sidelines. Like Kramer, Kemkers was fully concentrated on following the race. Ice skate coaches have an important relationship with their skaters. They provide times, encouragement, and direction. Things were going well. Sven was pulling further ahead with each lap. But in the heat of the moment, things went tragically wrong. Coach Kemkers wrote down the relevant information for Kramer on his tablet. Doing that, he didn't get a clear look on where Kramer's coming from. He pointed with his finger to the inside track, and Sven took over without thinking. And in that one moment, that one fatal second, he took the wrong turn. You can see the strange last-minute movement of Sven to the other lane here. Slowly, the atmosphere in the stadium changed. The cheers of the crowd were replaced by whispers and confusion. People stared at the scoreboard, incredulous about what they saw. The commentator desperately tried to explain what had happened, but even he was full of confusion. In this unique footage, you see the King of the Netherlands reacting to the chairman of the Dutch Olympic Organization, Erica Terpstra. The king, Willem-Alexander, realized quickly that something wrong was happening on the ice at that moment. What are you saying? Somebody's in the wrong lane. Coach Kemkers quickly realized that things had gone terribly wrong. This is a split screen of Kramer's race and Coach Kemkers' reactions. First, we start with the crucial moment. Shortly after he sent Sven into the wrong lane, there's a hasty communication with his staff. Kemkers is still unaware of the scale of the situation and continues to encourage Kramer as he passes by. Then realization dawns on him. He covers his eyes with his hands and realizes that the race is over now. Every time Sven passes by, he sinks deeper into the ice. This must be the most terrible feeling as a coach. What do you tell the skater in such a moment? Kramer finishes in a great time, and for a few seconds he thinks he's going to take his coveted gold medal home. But he hears the crowd cheering moderately. He notices that something is wrong. He is the best of all, but not the champion. Coach Kemkers has to tell him, and Kramer's reaction says it all. Cursing, swearing, regretting, he glides over the ice. His anger towards his coach is justified. These were the reactions after the race.
Sven, ik las dat je hier staat.
Respect that you're here. How could this happen? I was doing everything perfectly fine. I'm not usually one to blame others, but I can't ignore it here. I go to the outside track, and just before the cone, Gerard Kemkers tells me to go inside. He even points at it. Then you think, well, I must be wrong, so I go inside. I've been writing information to Sven, which caused me to miss the turn. You do what your coach says. You just have to assume you did it right yourself. But you do start to doubt yourself. It's just really fucked up.
Kemkers kan
Even
fout
Kemkers can make mistakes.
natuurlijk.
Yeah, of course he can.
Maar,
But it's
dus,
a very costly mistake. Eventually, they talked it out and continued as a team. It takes great sportsmanship to forgive your coach after such a disastrous race. 4 years later, they stood at the starting line for their second attempt at the Winter Olympics in Sochi. This time, he stayed in the right lane. But Kramer was 4.5 seconds slower than his main rival, Jorrit Bergsma, and won silver. Just 4.5 seconds on almost 13 minutes. A medal with a bitter taste. Kramer and Kemkers split in the summer of 2014. In 2018, in Pyeongchang, it proved to be a disappointment as well. He finished 6th in the 10 kilometers. Sven Kramer would win many more medals on the ice. But the Olympic gold medal in the 10,000 meters would forever remain a painfully empty spot in Sven's trophy cabinet. It reminds him that even the greatest coaches can make human mistakes, and that some scars cut deeper than others. Kemkers was knighted in the Order of Orange Nassau after the 2014 Olympic Winter Games for his many successes as coach of, among others, Kramer and Irene Wust, another legend of the sport. He stopped coaching in 2014. Sven stopped skating on March 12, 2022. He had a great farewell from the sport of skating. He was appointed officer in the Order of Orange Nassau. His achievements earned him his well-earned nickname, Sven the Man. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing sports stories. Which sports event should we cover next? Let us know in the comments.
It's a sport.